Oh my god, are you Maggie Crawford?
Why, yes I am. What can I help you with?
Can you talk to me about gay adoption rights?
Of course. Just last week, the Georgia Senate approved a bill that would give adoption agencies the ability to decide whether or not to work with LGBTQ couples. The bill, backed by state Republicans, would allow child welfare organizations, including adoption and foster care agencies, to turn away qualified Georgians seeking to care for a child in need if the agency has a religious objection. Meanwhile, in Fort Worth, Texas, the Catholic bishops of Texas voiced strong support last week for a Catholic organization being sued by a lesbian couple. The couple believes they are being discriminated against on the grounds of their sexual orientation, and told the Washington Post that they hope their lawsuit results in either a policy change in the Catholic organization or in the loss of organization's taxpayer funding. In the US, gay adoption rights are a huge debate, mainly based on religious beliefs. Across Canada, however, we have seen many developments in the LGBTQ rights in the past few years. With the legal recognition of same-sex marriage, we might have thought that true equality for same-sex families had been reached. I mean, even the Conservative Party, like the rest of society, has moved to have a more supportive view of gay rights in the recent years, and it's just going to continue to get better. However, same-sex adoption rights are still an issue that has been debated for years. It wasn't until 2017 when Ontario passed a law that same-sex couples did not have to adopt their own children. So what this means is that if they used a surrogate or a donor, they would automatically be known as the child's parent instead of having to adopt the child. So if something happened to their spouse, instead of going to court to prove that they were the child's parent, they just automatically became the parent of the child. Could you imagine if something happened to your spouse and you had to go to court to prove that you were the parent? The whole thing that's confusing is that it's easier if you were a parent that believes in LGBTQ views rather than be a parent in the LGBTQ community. This makes no sense. Could you imagine all of these kids, almost 400,000 kids, being denied a home because of the way these couples may view different views on society? It makes no sense. You know, adoption should be more like an Oprah Winfrey show. You get a home, you get a home, everybody gets a home. On the other side of things, we have adoption agencies refusing to let parents who do not support LGBTQ adopt. Ontario also passed Bill 89 in 2017, which states that the government can take children away from families who do not support LGBTQ views or rights. It also removes religion as a consideration for a child's well-being. But does this go against freedom of religion? How can we tell people that they have freedom of religion and can believe what they want and do what they want and then take their kids away if they think any different? Honestly, how about we just stop adoption altogether? You know, if people are going to go all the way, they might as well go all the way down to the nearest Babies R Us and purchase a crib for the chance of having a baby.
Thanks for sharing your views.
You're welcome!